Hi guys, it's me, Mike, back again. So I finally, after 2 weeks, got the track plan done. I think it's something that I like now. As you can see, we start off here at the main yard. I did a ladder track here, and then it goes up, converts to a single track behind the brewery for just a minute, and then it switches out back onto 3 tracks actually. This one is the siding for the brewery. Then it spurs off and you have like a little bit of a branch line spur, and that runs to the ethanol plant. See, that goes all the way around. The red one's the ethanol plant. And that actually ties back in over here to some mainline sidings. But then we keep with the other main line, and that goes down and around behind, over. There's the switch track for the God terminal. Down, around, over, and around. And then it cuts up, and the green heads straight into the yard there. Now, there's like a ton going on here. And so what we have here, this whole table is the Sherwin-Williams plant. I roped it off yesterday. So Sherwin-Williams, like I said, has their own terminal and switching railroad. That red track there is all Sherwin-Williams. They have a switch engine parked there, and that switch engine comes out after their cars are dropped on those 2 red tracks, and then takes it over to the loading building or takes the cars over to the factory, which is that one right there. And we're going to put some kind of building there. I'm not sure what I'm going to put there yet. But I know the distribution building, the receiving and shipping building is, I have another Central Beverage Distributors, so I'm going to make that the shipping and receiving building. But that whole table there is the Sherwin-Williams plant. Over here, the orange is actually a road. We've got Walt's Restaurant right there. Those 2 buildings there are actually the maintenance depots for Consun Northern Ohio Group. We have the bus terminal, the road that goes all the way over here, and that connects the brewery with the road too. The brewery has 2 roads. That also is the road for the God terminal. Then right here is where the modern day Dairy Queen is. And then over here is where we're putting our Class A Plus Consun store. You can see where I've roped that off next to the bus terminal. I think I got a little bit more room. I can space this a little bit more and pull this one in a little bit more and put some grass and something there. And I can put grass and things over there, and that'll be good. Woodland Scenics has a lot of good stuff. That building, I guess, is going to stay. I don't know what else to do with it. Either that or I'll put Interstate Fuel and Oil over there. I don't know. That right there, that building needs some work, and we'll give it some work. I know what to do now. But that right there is the Consun warehouse. Then we have Cisco. Cisco is going to get a little bit of a revamp too. I'm going to add some stuff to the roof and make a better sign. I'm not happy with it anymore. Then we have Central Beverage Distributors, which is actually okay. We need a little bit more detail on the roof, but it could be worse. Then, over here, this was just a table. So, we've got the new revamped Killing Time tank lines, which is cool. Then we got road there. We've got that thing. Ah! What I'm going to do is make, I think, one out of balsa wood when the time comes. And it'll look better than that. Look at that thing. That's the cab company there. I took the sign off of it. I'm gonna put a better sign on it. I said we can do better than that. Here's the Sherwin-Williams paint store. It's on the corner. And then here's the parking lot behind the building for the paint store. The Sherwin-Williams truck will have to back in somehow to get to the back of the paint store. You should just deliver it from the front. And then it turns the corner and that's over. Now, that's like a residential area over there. That's why the ice cream stand is right there. So this will be perfect. Because what I'm going to do is have a Sherwin-Williams truck like clogging up the street trying to back in. And a Benjamin Moore truck coming around the corner. And have the two guys like fighting in the middle of the street. And there'll be people at the ice cream stand like standing around watching it. Oh, it'll be great fun. So that's about what's going on with that. But so you can see the yard's a little bit of a mess over there, but it does technically work. So it's going to be a while, probably August, September before we start laying track. It's going to, between power packs and the transmitters and transformers, all that stuff, that all is real expensive than the track itself. So there's going to be about quite a bit of money spent on electronics and track and things. So it's going to take a minute before we can get all that laid down, and there'll be hang-ups with getting parts and stuff. I just do one section at a time. So that's how that goes. But probably late summer we'll start laying track. But it's pretty cool because there's a lot going on here. For such a small area, we've got our own terminal and switching railroad there. The ethanol plant actually has its own, that track dead ends too, because they've got their own switch engine. I was debating on giving the brewing company their own switch engine. I don't know. We might, or I might just have the railroad switch them out. So that's how that's going to go. But there's a lot of decorating, and I got to buy more buildings and stuff to fill in that area over there next to Waltz and things of that nature. So that's how that goes. And we've got vehicles and stuff. We've got plenty of work to do. It's not like we've run out of nothing to do. Here in the workshop, I finally got some of the trucks for ConSun. Which is, I was originally going to paint the trailers for ConSun black. Because if you look in the original prototype, they had black. The thing is, these trailers are kind of nice and they're already detailed. And I don't think I'm going to paint them black. They were originally going to go to the God terminal, but these already assembled ones, I think I'm just going to, they're Herpas, which are made in Germany. I think I'm just going to keep them for ConSun. I have the reefer units for ConSun. I've just got to glue those on. You can see I've got them right here. So, I think we've got enough. There's a converter dolly there. That's going to go over to GOD. And I think I have another converter dolly somewhere. Oh yeah, there's the other converter dolly right there. So, those are the two converter dollies. They're going to go over to God. ConSun only gets one converter dolly. They don't run too many doubles at ConSun. If you look, the real Sunshine Farms ConSun Food Industries had an International 4900 just like that. Well, look what I found. And I have right here the little reefer unit that goes right on top of there. I also bought the Ford Aeromax. See, that's another International right there. I bought the Ford Aeromax that has the tandem axle, and it's a red cab and a white body, so that'll be the other straight truck. The real ConSun Food never ran 28-footers with the Kenworths. That's fictional. We made that up. Oh, the whole thing's fictional. We made it up. The whole thing's made up. So, that'll be that for that. I think with this aboriginal looking thing, I mean, imagine if someone like a archaeologists found this 1,000 years from now or something, they probably wouldn't know what it is. I think I'm going to make the real one out of balsa wood. Because it's light and easy to work with, and I can glue it together with wood glue. And cut it with a hobby knife. And I'll tell you what, I learned that on Friday night. I went to Pat Catan's and I bought a number 11, Fiskars number 11 blade. Boy, did that make my life easier. If you don't have the right tools, you're not going to get anything done. It's just the way it is. You need to have the right tools to do the job, or else everything's way harder. So, we've got plenty to do. The first thing is, I'm going to get this Pike Stuff model built. That's going to be for our diesel shop, which goes on the other end. And then, Glover Park Hardware there. That's actually going to be the Sherwin-Williams store. And then we'll do Sherwin-Williams Distributing, which is the other Central Beverage. And then the DQ Chill and Grill, which is next to the God Terminal. And then right there, look at this big thing. Look at how big that box is. That's the, make this a little shaky. That's the Modern Travel Center. That's going to be our Consun A+ store. And then, when that's all done, I should have worked my way up. I bought this years ago. Does anyone recognize that building? It's a real building from a real TV show that was on HBO. And it's a real building and a real business in real life in New Jersey. I'm going to build that. It's made out of balsa wood. That'll be good practice for the Dairy Queen. I have to, I'm killing time. I have to add some gutters to your building. But other than that, your building's pretty much good. And then, for now, we've got our fleets, our truck fleet started. I've got 28-foot trailers in there for the God Terminal. I have some Transamerica trailers, some Railroad Express van trailers, some 40-footers under there, the Cisco trucks, all the trucks for Central Beverage, the buses, the one God trailer that's done, the decals for the other God trailers. And then I've got 2 blue Ford L9000s, 2 black Ford 9000s, the white Ford L9000 there, that one's going to be one of the God tractors. This L&N, which is going to be part of the God yard. And then that Ford right there, that's going to be another God tractor. And I have more trailers and more trucks on the way for the God Terminal. Some of these 2 blue ones might go to Sherwin-Williams. Those 2 black ones I think are going to go to Consun. If I paint the trailers black, which I might do, I might take a couple of these these trailers that I have to assemble and paint them black. I have some gloss black paint in the garage. So, you know, we got plenty to do, plenty going on. But for the most part, though, as you can see, I've got it all tied together now, at least on paper. I hope it works that way in real life, but at least we got some direction of where we're going. We can always modify it later. But that's what I've been up to for 2 days, and that's why I haven't been sleeping for 2 days. Alright, see you guys later. Bye.